Hey, Jason Geo here from Scene Enhanced Marketing LLC. Hope you're having a great day, man. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video and for reaching out last week requesting this audit. Really appreciate it, man, and hopefully some of the stuff I go over today, can help you guys see the ongoing potential for your business. From an online perspective. So we'll jump right in. Three things we're going to be going over today are content, backlinking, and citations. And so first and foremost, content is king. And, we recommend anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words, believe it or not, just on the homepage alone of any of the websites we build out. So I've got yours pulled up here, and it's actually a really cool website. I took the time to look through most of it, watched some of the videos, read some testimonials. Pretty much, everything you need here from, service pages, rates, again, the testimonials, galleries are huge, contact page, obviously. Where it's lacking, though, if I had to say anywhere, would be in that content, that word count, right? And the reason we ask for, or suggest rather, that amount of content, Jason, is because Google crawls these websites, right? They crawl them, they really focus in on the homepage, and they're looking for buyer intent keyword phrases. So, for example, your industry, to outfitters, Saskatchewan outfitters, best fishing Saskatchewan, best fly-in lake Saskatchewan. You get the idea, right? Those type of keywords that are being searched with volume in Saskatchewan or around North America for that matter, Google's looking for those when they crawl these sites. And the more they see of those, within reason, you can't just stuff keywords everywhere because that actually would penalize your website. So you find the right amount of keywords to use, and over time, Google's going to see that. They're going to recognize it, and they're going to start making your website more relevant and start pointing potential customers to you who are searching for your services online. So I hope that makes sense. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about, man, is backlinking. Backlinking, very important. Not all backlinks are created equal. What does that mean? Well, first off, a backlink is just another website that provides power and influence back to your website. And the reason we say that not all backlinks are created equal is because you're going to have a much better time gaining the proper power and influence you're looking for by going after a backlink that's relevant to your industry. So again, we talked about the keywords earlier in the video and their relevance. It's the same with the backlinking. You're going to gain much more power and influence for you guys specifically from a backlink that has to do with fishing. So fishing supply companies, lodging, Saskatchewan fisheries. These types of websites are going to provide that much needed power and influence and give you so much more of it than comparable to, say, Gateway Mall and Prince Albert's website or the local Domino's Pizza. So I hope that makes sense. And so a third-party tool we use to measure not just backlinks but all analytics for websites is called Ahrefs. And I've got your analytics pulled up here. As you can see, I threw in your URL here, and not too bad. At least I've seen a lot worse, I can tell you that much. So you've got some decent stuff going on here with the backlinks. My concern here is with the keywords. Now, I referenced some of those earlier in the content stage of the video. I'm not seeing any of those here for yours. So here's the keywords that Google is picking up on the left-hand column, and then the position here in the right-hand column. Those are the main two columns you want to focus on, as well as volume here is another big one. But I'm not seeing anything to do necessarily with what people would be searching for that are going to be potential prospects to purchase your packages and come to your facility. Northern Outfitters here, potentially, but your 20th, so second or third page there. I saw a Mississippi fishing one here. So again, that's another potential, but again, 22nd. So you're not necessarily generating the organic traffic that you possibly could be. So I'm sure a lot of people have heard of you, obviously word of mouth, tremendous testimonials. So people are still visiting your website, but not necessarily just from an organic search perspective, if that makes sense, or not as much as they could be. So comparatively speaking here, Jason, I just threw in, a random volume search for your industry, best fly and fishing Saskatchewan. And so, obviously some familiar competition is going to come up, and we'll just use, Hatchet Lake for comparative purposes, just to kind of show you how you're stacking up versus them, and as you can see here, not too, crazy of an impressive website. I mean, maybe a little bit more content going on than you guys, but definitely not, the 2,000 words we'd recommend on a homepage. So overall, what that tells me is that they probably have some good, backlinking going on. So let's throw their URL into our third-party tool. And again, not crazy, but it just goes to show you that just a little bit more work with the backlinking can really drive up that traffic. And so let's look at their organic keywords just to give you an idea. So Saskatchewan fishing lodges, boom, first page. Northern Saskatchewan fishing lodges, boom, first page. Fly fishing Saskatchewan, boom, first page. So these are relevant keyword phrases with volume that are being searched out by people, and they're being pointed to Hatchet Lake's website. So I just wanted to show you that for comparative purposes. Now, a strategy we tell our clients to use for the backlinking is very straightforward and simple. Just go after the same backlinks as the top competitors. So we'll do one together here. We'll click on their referring domains just to show you what I mean. And remember, I said not all backlinks are created equal. So we want to find something that has to do with fishing, obviously, right? And it's not going to take long to find something. UltimateFishingSite.net. We click on this. We come in. All that's happening here is that Hatchet Lake has embedded their website address somewhere within UltimateFishing.net. So they've either asked for permission or they've reached out and say, hey, can we link off of your website? Ultimate Fishing has more than likely agreed to this. And so somewhere within this website, again, Hatchet Lake's website exists, and UltimateFishingSite.net is providing that necessary power and influence right back to Hatchet Lake Lodge. And that's how it works. So next thing I want to talk to you about, man, is citations. Citations also very important. And what they are is they're simply directories. So places where you list your company's information. So business name, phone number, address. Places like Facebook, Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages, you get the idea. And how backlinks were relevant to organic rankings, which commence here. Okay, citations are relevant to this baby right here. The top 3 local Google My Business map pack rankings. Okay, a very important place to try to get to, because if you're like me, I typically don't scroll past here. If I'm searching for a service online, these come up right away at the top. I've got reviews, I've got linkage to website, I even have a map showing me your location. I can click to call. Why would I necessarily need to go any further? And I get it, especially with your industry, that's why organic is still important. People want to see imagery, they want to maybe read about the rates, things like that. But it is absolutely vital to try to get into this top 3 map pack rankings. Reviews are also very important for getting in there. But I want to focus on citations here and just briefly explain, how they get you there, what they are, and same strategy, believe it or not, as the backlinking. We tell our clients you go after not only the same citations as the competition, but then you develop a space cushion. So dozens and dozens more of citations, so that over time, you're going to just nicely merge into this top 3 here before they even realize it. And by the time they do, they're not going to be able to catch up, and you're going to be starting to take on all of that new consistent online business. So very last thing real quickly I want to talk to you about, Jason, is the social media side of things. You guys clearly have a Facebook page here, over 3,000 likes. So that is impressive in itself, and it looks like you guys are active as far as posting things. My only recommendation would be that this is being underutilized. Facebook pages we manage, it's 3 to 4 posts weekly minimum. I know you guys are seasonal, at least to some extent, but you just can get creative along the way to have just that consistent posting, and you get creative so you can shoot for that engagement with clients, right? So commentary, reply to comments, people can leave reviews on these posts, and you really can just kind of ramp up the exposure of your business through this platform, right? 4.3 billion people have a Facebook account. I run my entire business through Facebook. It's just the most sought out platform globally, and we always tell our clients to try to utilize it the best they can, because there's just a lot of business that can be obtained through this platform. So just wanted to show you that is possible too, and the 3 to 4 posts weekly minimum is a strong recommendation. So in closing, again, Jason, thanks, man, for taking the time. It got a little bit long here, 11 minutes. I do apologize on that, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate some feedback. This is 100% free information, man. This video is yours to keep. You utilize it however you want. If you would like some help with this, however, please reach out to me. We can talk a little bit further about what that looks like. I'd love to help you guys any way you can. I think this is, an awesome company. I'd love to visit someday and take on the experience. But again, if you need any help whatsoever, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to discuss things further with you. And again, man, thanks for taking the time today. Have a good one.